Hi, everybody. I'm Joel Simmons for another 2-minute turf talk. One of the hottest subjects in the turf industry is drought resistance, or the ability to manage water properly. Some courses on the West Coast that we work with spend well over $1 million a year in simply their water budget. We recently had a chance to sit down with Chad Adcock, former superintendent and currently the vice president of Sod Solution Services, the marketing wing for Tahoma 31 bermudagrass. And we had a chance to talk about its value in holding water in the environment. Take a listen. So where's Tahoma from? Is that Oklahoma State?
Oklahoma State, yeah.
Okay.
Dr. Yan Shi Wu developed that stuff.
Oh, there you go. What do you know the parents?
So one of the parents came out of China. He actually brought it back. It's I think it was a common type that he found up in like the Gobi Desert at 10,000 feet elevation or something.
Oh, really? So he selected it.
So he knew it had cold tolerance, and he knew it had cold tolerance because it's a cold, dry desert in northwest China. And he brought the parent back as plant material, and then he bred it to a transvalensis that was out of South Africa. And so the two of those, he came up with 10,000 progeny. And he told me the story how they just picked through everything, and they were looking for color and texture and root density and all of these different things, and they just discarded for like a year, and then they came up with about 80 plants, and they put those 80 plants in the ground. And the first year they put those 80 plants in the ground, they had a horrible winter. Great testing. What a horrible winter in Stillwater, and only like a handful of those things came out of the winter. And one of them was the 31st plant. And the 31st plant that came out, they were all numbered 1 through 88 or something like that. And number 31 ended up being Tahoma.
Is Tahoma numbered, or is it just Tahoma?
It's Tahoma 31.
It is Tahoma. That's what I thought. I only call it Tahoma, but I guess because I just decided to skip to 31. But that's where the 31 came from.
A lot of people do that, but that's where the 31 came from.
Yeah.
It was the 31st plant in the test that year.
What happened to all the other plants? Did they all just throw them out?
I think they took about 4 or 5 of them that lived, and they put them in the NTEP trials. And then out of the NTEP trials, Tahoma excelled. It was I think it was tied with number 1 with Tiftuff in that trial, which was 2013 through 2018. And then they released it to us at the end of that trial, 2018. So.
Where did the name Tahoma come from?
Tahoma it's an Indian word. We researched names like crazy, and it's an Indian word from, I think, Northwest Washington, and it means frozen water. And in that logo, Tahoma was so cold tolerant that in the logo we put a snowflake. If you've ever looked that hard.
Oh, I think